Hello, YouTubers. Joe Kersey here on Saturday, April 27th, 2019 at 16:20 in the afternoon Eastern Time. It's been a fairly benign day. We had some rain overnight. We had rain all day yesterday. Had a little bit of rain overnight, and it's been one of those sort of like cold, spring days. In the high 40s, low 50s. When I first moved out here in March of 1982, well, I moved out in January of 1982, but in March of 1982, I planted a bunch of trees. Well, I planted 80 trees that you've heard me talk about, throughout my YouTube channel life. And, you get down on the knees with that water squishing around up your pants legs, and down your boot and all, Great fun, great fun. Well, but you keep thinking, just think what it's going to look like 30 years from now. Just think what it's going to look like 30 years from now. And it did, and it does. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. And thank you, Lord. Apparently, my son emailed me. Well, he didn't email me. He did email me. He did email me. Carter, my grandson, they have like this choir at St. Catherine's where he goes to school, and they're having a special 5:30 in the evening mass for the new bishop. I guess maybe Bishop Campbell. I don't know. Did he retire? Did he die? I don't know. He had some medical problems. I mean, he'd had a leg chopped off because of his diabetes. So I've heard that guy preach a couple times. He seemed like a fairly reasonable guy. I don't know who this new bishop is. Thomas says he didn't know either, so he was anxious to hear him preach and see the cut of his jib, that sort of thing. As he went out and among the sheep. That's my phrase, not his. I think it's great that Carter's singing in the choirs. The thing about singing is, the way you start singing is you start singing. And if you're really horrible at it, you'll get weeded out. And if you're reasonably acceptable at it, they'll let you keep going. And if you're really good at it, then you can get into the more spiffy choir ensembles. But I think first it's important just start and give it a try. Start and give it a try. Not everybody can sing real well. Of course not. It's like not everybody can think real well. And not everybody can do a bunch of things very well. But just do the best you can, and things will filter out. Kind of like the Plinko table there on Price is Right. Didn't work for me though. So anyway, in line with that Plinko table that sort of put me in the slot that all of the 50% chances didn't get, I thought, well, I need to try to find a doc, that I can go see. Like, go to a doc and say, here, I have an L4-5 radiculopathy. couple other things too. Let's get some imaging and see what needs to be done about this. And I found there were two general practice / family practice guys. They were DOs. Now, admittedly, one of the DOs was trained at Ohio State. That's fine. If you're a DO trained at an MD program, there's no problem there. This other guy was trained at Doctors Hospital in Columbus. And Doctors Hospital was, when I was involved, with residents coming into the programs at Grant and at Ohio State when I was a resident and as an assistant professor and so forth. These were good guys. So, the preceptors I had out of Doctors Hospital, the DOs, they were good guys. So that's a good program down there. So I thought this guy's going to be okay. And everybody's going to start sometime, don't they? And I don't have a particularly complex problem. I mean, it's a fairly well-defined problem. So, it's not like I got a bunch of vague things going on. I can tell him exactly where it is. Now, if he can't handle that graciously, then that's his problem. But I can tell you where it is, where the problem is. There may well be other things that get found during imaging studies. And that's why I want to get imaging studies, because I'm sure there may be other things I'm not aware of. Well, in any case, I thought, well, I need to figure out how to schedule an appointment with some of these people. Well, some of them are taking new patients. Great. It says schedule an appointment now. And you click. And let's see, the month of April's blacked out. Well, hell, April's over. Month of May's blacked out. Month of June is often blacked out. I think the earliest I could get an appointment with any of these birds is, I want to say it's June 11th, but I think there's a catch that's coming with that somehow. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to start, keep doing what I'm doing till, middle of June, early July. All right. Well, that's a way to do it. So I thought, well, the fastest way for me to do this is just go over to this urgent care thing over on Africa and Players Parkway, Ohio Health, and just walk in and say, look, guys, I hate to do this to you, and I'm abusing the system here, but I know what I need. I need a referral for imaging for L4, L5 radiculopathy. That's what I need. And, if somebody wants to then, take the time to do all the, family medicine, happy horse shit, family doctor, make you feel good stuff afterwards, that's fine. But first, I just need to get imaged so that somebody can make a decision on how to take care of this. Well, if you're there in their ER, they have to deal with you. I mean, they have no choice. Because at that point, I can start raising holy hell if they try to get rid of me. And, but I don't want to do that. But I don't think there's no other way to do it. Now, all the people, like my son and my daughter-in-law, say, well, just call so-and-so, call so-and-so, call so-and-so. They'll take you in, they'll take you in, they'll take you in. Well, I have called. Listen, I used to be on the other side of this game. You know, I know exactly what happens. You get some strangers off Ox calling in and gives you, oh, I talked to so-and-so, I talked to so-and-so, and I talked to so-and-so, and I talked to so-and-so. You don't get past the damn front door. You don't. You just don't. I appreciate them trying to help me. I really do. I really do. I know it sounds sarcastic. I know everything I say seriously makes it sound sarcastic, but I don't mean it that way. But, yeah. So, I mean, I looked at this guy. I mean, so it's like, and then you look at the form. Fill in this form before you come see us. Well, I am in Ohio Health System. I suppose what I could do is I could go back and figure out how to get into their system again and print off my records from the last time I had an encounter with them. Makes it sound like some sort of French noir movie, doesn't it? Had an encounter with Ohio Health. Well, we'll see. Thank the good Lord I can keep it down to sort of a moderately functional level after sort of an initial couple hour, 3-hour effort in the morning. Excuse me. So I'm not reading tomorrow. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm continuing with belching, but I am. I didn't talk to Tony Tucson yesterday afternoon because I think his friend's down from Seattle. I've been trying to watch or rewatch and watch new episodes if I can find them, but I haven't had any luck on that. I'm trying to watch Schitt's Creek, which is one of the funniest TV shows ever. That's what I've been sort of doing today. And reading the various online newspapers. That's pretty much it. So in summary, can't get in to see a doc. I'm going to have to play the old, urgent care ER game thing, which I hate to do because it really is gaming the system, and it really does add to the overall. I mean, from a macro medical economic standpoint, it's the very worst thing to do. But if you can't see anybody for 6-8 weeks, then you got to do something sometimes. So, all right. Yeah. You can play you should have done this, you should have done that game. Well, fuck you. You aren't in my shoes. So, you do what you have to do. I did what I had to do. All right. So, bye-bye, YouTubers.